Here we are going to create a style line using our 2-dart bodice, where our style line is going to appear like this, where the style line begins at the shoulder and ends at the waist. In this version, we're going to connect the two darts through our bust point, add a little bit of additional fullness to the more curved piece, and call it a day. So let's get started on that. The first thing we need to do is create an internal line in our internal polygon line tool that connects the vanishing points to the bust point. And I'm going to do a single click at each of those points and then a double click to finish my line. While we are in create internal polygon line, and after we're done, while the line is still highlighted, we can hit Z on our keyboard, which transfers us over to edit pattern. And from there, we can right click on that line and cut the line. The points that are remaining here and here represent the previous vanishing points of the darts. So we can delete those, and I'm going to do that with a marquee around those points. And now, in order to control the fullness of the ease we are going to add at that bust point, it's important to add some notches. So within our notch tool, click, and I'm going to hover. As I begin to hover and move along the line, I'm going to right click to get my precision box, and I'm going to add notches that are 2 inches along the length from the bust point. So again, hover over the line, right click on the line, select 2 inches for the line 1, which is the distance between the bust point and the new notch. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do it again down here. And now I'm going to convert all of those to points so that I can check lengths and control my sewing down the road. So I'm going to marquee over all of them and add a point. Okay, so in class, we talked about needing some additional fullness at the more curved area of our bodice. When we did this in class, we adjusted the curve using smooth curve function here. But I think what we can do instead now is add our fullness to this point and then do our curving after we've added the fullness. So to do that fullness added, we're going to treat this like a dart addition with added fullness. So within edit pattern, you can click on the point where we're going to add additional fullness, right click to go to add dart with fullness, and draw our line to our side seam. When it asks to select side to rotate, we're going to rotate this upward and now get a precision box to add an additional width of 0.5 inches, just a little bit. And we're going to take the length of our dart down to 0. We don't actually want a dart there. I'm going to uncheck shape dart cap and hit OK. So now the distance here has increased by a little bit, and now we can go back and smooth those curves. So within smooth curve, I'm going to first begin by grabbing this point. I'm going to essentially click on it and pull and drag toward the inside of my piece, which is going to extend a nice smooth line. I'm going to extend it all the way to the notches, but it is not necessary to do that. And when you release, we've got our line nice and smooth. For this side, I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to first delete some points by going back to Z, delete some additional points here. And now I'm going to use that same smooth curve function. And now I'm going to drag in this direction just a little bit. It's just to smooth that curve out without reducing the distance or the length of that line too dramatically. Okay. From here now, I can compare the lengths of my lines to make sure that they actually are a reasonable difference of about 1/4 inch longer on this curved side. So the distance of this one is 3.998, so essentially 4. On this side, it is, if I add these up, 4.425, a little bit under 1/2 inch, a little bit more than 1/4 inch. I could reduce that distance a little bit if I wanted to by continuing to adjust this curve to make it more shallow, but I think that's fine for now. To finish up my pattern though, I do need to delete some extra points or convert to curve points. These would be converted to curve points. We don't want to make a straight line again. I would like to also delete the notches that are up here. So go into your notch tool, marquee around those, right click and delete. And then there's some baselines to clean up as well. I do see some additional points here, but those are actually curve points. So if I go back into edit pattern, they disappear. So within edit pattern, right click to unlock all baselines, and then go through and delete the remnants of the darts and other bits that are here that are unnecessary for our pattern pieces. And there you have it.